Good morning. How's everybody today? Sawadee. Hope you're doing well. Been a nice weekend here. Rainy season. The rains have been coming slowly. The temperatures have cooled down a little bit. Not so hot, and there's a breeze, which is really nice. There's a nice breeze, so I hope it not disturb the microphone. But it's nice to sit out here like this, relaxing, chilling out, not too hot. Good day, Kira. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, it's really nice out here this morning. Hi, Andy. Let's just go for a little walk before we get started. And I will take my Wi-Fi with me, so I don't knock you off like I always do. I put it in. Good morning, Anthony. How you doing? Small world. I've just been talking to somebody called Anthony. Crazy. Look at this. I moved some of these pineapples out into the sun yesterday because all the ones in the front flowered and produced a pineapple, but the ones in the back, which I now moved up front, you can see this one over here has got red on it. See the red coming? So soon it should have some red inside and then a pineapple will start. These guys are getting big already. Last night the wind was really hard before the rain. And the hedge was bouncing all over the place. But halfway down the hedge, there was a big old bulge sticking out. So I thought I got to trim that somehow. But yesterday the wind came and it just wiggled and wiggled and wiggled, pushing it. And it all went back inside. So I got to trim the top down there. It looks getting out of hand, look, see? Trim the front a little bit and then trim the top. But it's still hanging in there. Up here needs doing. It's not growing as fast as it did the other year. The other year it grew really fast. Which I'm glad it's not growing so fast because it means I've got to get out and work every day. Was it 2 years ago? It rained all the time and hot, which meant, let me put my Wi-Fi back up. I put it in the tree so I get good reception. You guys don't disappear on me. Crazy world. Anthony says crazy world. You hear the bird? Been trying to get him. I bought my sound recorder outside. So if he stays up there, I'm going to get him. One second, I'm just going to put this on record and then I'm going to get him. The other day, do you remember we were out here and there was like 5 of them in the trees around me? And they were just howling and howling. And I thought, it's okay, I'll get it off the video. And it disappeared. Ready to go. See if he comes. Let's see if he comes, make some noise now. What's happening now? Says there's a lot of noise out here. Don't know why. It's probably not going to make a noise now because I turned the recorder on. They're so mysterious. No rain in yesterday. Rain here. Not a lot, but enough to wet everything for the last 2 or 3 days. Thank you, Anthony. Good morning, Tony and Lisa. Hope everybody's well. Rained all day yesterday, but blue skies this morning. Very nice. Good morning, New Zealand. What's up, Barry? Getting ready for our UK trip tomorrow. So you're flying from where you are to Bangkok and then away? Good morning, CD. How's it doing? Oh, from Phuket. What, Phuket to Bangkok and then away, or Phuket to... I would imagine Phuket to Bangkok, right? Yesterday there was a wedding here. Not here. Down the road. There was a wedding down the road, and you know, everything that happens in Thailand has to involve lots and lots of noise. So Mr. Grumpy come outside like, now who's making noise? And they were going down the road, you know, anything, whatever anybody does, you have to be drunk and loud music. So there was a wedding going to the temple. I think it was a wedding, but somebody, I think also it could have been somebody going to be a monk. So they go to the temple and shave the head, and they stay there as a monk from like 1 day, 2 days, however long. Some of them go in and stay there and never come out, you know, don't come out. It's not like a prison sentence, but they just want to stay a monk. So anyway, they went by, and I'm like, now who's making noise? But, you know, you can see them all drunk and having a good time, think, whatever. Phuket to Istanbul, then to Heathrow. Oh, okay, cool. Istanbul. Interesting flight. I want to say something. You know, I've been getting some private messages from different people about stuff that they go through. We are about an hour from Phuket Airport, over the gateway, 40 minutes to the mainland. Today's topic, good morning, Duram. Did they close the street for a wedding? No, they didn't close the street, Andy. They just there's no need to close this street. It's just a lane, a country lane. But you could hear the noise from a distance, and then they went by, and they went over to the temple over here. But normally you expect to hear noise. But good morning, Mitch. Swadikap, how you doing? Good morning, Joel Aussie. Good morning. I want to say something, so I'm not going to look because I'll get distracted. I want to say something. People have been messaging me with some like emailing and so on about some things that are private in their lives that involves emotions and traumas and things like that. You know, and I just wanted to, you know, I have nothing to say really. I don't want to disclose anybody's feelings or thoughts. But one of the reasons I come here in the mornings is to encourage people, right? It's just to encourage people. You know, we all go through junk, and sometimes it's difficult to sort it all out, and people revert to drugs, alcohol, and just go through a dark period. And if I can shine a light on anybody, hey Ralph, then I'm happy. And so I just wanted to say this about, it's like you can say this is a mild form of meditation, and about breathing, okay? And what am I talking about? You know, one of the things when you're going through stuff, your mind is just running all over the place, and you can't focus. you're trying to focus on life, and there's all this. It's like walking down the street. You're trying to go to the market, and 10 people are pushing you and shoving you, and they won't leave you alone. It's just irritating, but it's in your mind. And one thing that I mean, we all go through stuff, right? I was married and divorced 2 times. I've had relationships. I've had issues from as a child. So we can dwell on them or trying to find a way out. And for me, meditation was my way out. But how, something that's so simple is, where do we focus our mind? They're saying now that our mind is not actually, our thoughts are not actually in the mind, but around, because they can measure them with machines outside of your brain. The Heart Math Institute's done a lot of research on the heart. They say the heart's more powerfully electrically than the mind is. They can measure the heart 20 feet away from the person's body, and that's only limited because of the machines. They said if they had more sensitive or better tuned machines, they could measure the heart, the energy of the heart, much farther away. So this is what I just want to explain this for those who need it. Okay, when you're going through life and focused on a problem, it seems to be in this area here, right? It's in this general area. So because you're focused on it, right? So, and one of the things you notice when you're under stress, your breathing is very shallow because you got the fight or flight hormone comes in. And I told you when I put this on, the birds would disappear. So what I found to do is to lay on the bed. You don't have to sit cross-legged. You don't have to do nothing. Just lay on the bed. Get comfortable and breathe deeper than you would normally. So, but I do it through my nose, okay? You can do it through your mouth if you want to. So there's no rules. Breathe in through your nose, but focus your thoughts right here. That's what I do. I just find it works for me. Focus right here and look at nothing. If you want to look at something, maybe look at imagine sitting on a hill and looking at a beautiful valley, and just breathe. So eventually you can, use the valley. You look at the valley. Don't let your mind wander around looking at the valley. Just hold the thought that it's a beautiful place. And try to get to the place where you can just have nothing. Breathe and focus here. And by breathing and focusing here, all those chattering things that are bothering you in your life get pushed out. So the guys bothering you on the way to the market get pushed away. They leave you alone. So every time you're trying to go through life and you're remembering pain from the past, and that's what it is. It's learning to deal with the pain, and it takes time. So just breathe. Focus on here. Try to have nothing there if you can. And look here and just relax. And what happens is you'll get a space. It may only last 20 seconds, but keep going. Maybe it lasts 30 seconds to a minute. Keep going. And do that maybe twice a day. And you'll find a little bit of peace. And that peace will start to overpower the stress. So to the people who've been contacting me, keep going. Don't give up. And thank you so much for contacting me. Okay? My little snippet for the day. Always positive vibes when watching your videos. Thank you, Anthony, so much. Thank you, Mitch. No point to dwell on the past. You can't change it. You have to move on. Yes, agree. But it's like I guess it's like being stuck in quicksand, and you think, hey, I don't want to be stuck in quicksand. But if you look down, you're stuck in it. And it's how do you get out of that quicksand so that you can get to dry land, shake yourself off, get cleaned up, and move on. And that's exactly what we're doing, what I'm trying to talk about. It's okay just to say, just stop thinking about it. But it doesn't work that way. I remember going to see a doctor, a psychiatrist. Psychiatrist. I had a doctor who said go see one, so I did. And she said, oh, you need this, you need that, you need this, and I'm like, I can't do that. So I did it myself. I just learned how to get past it. So while it's easy to talk about, it's not easy to do. But if just breathe, focus, 30 seconds turns into a minute, turns into 5 minutes, and so on. Where are we? Good morning, Ty Theo. Everybody saying good morning. Thank you, Kevin, allowing us to take part in your wisdom. Thank you, Mitch. I don't consider myself a guru or anything like that. I'm just a guy walking through life. But I did say this before that, I care about people and I want people to be strong. And I mean, if you think about everything I do and all my channel is based on encouraging people. And why do I encourage? Maybe because I once need encouragement. I learned how to get past all that, and now I have, you could say, a wisdom on how I got through my mess. And I understand the pain that it causes and wish to help somebody get out of that sticky mud. So thank you, Mitch, for saying that. Hey, Ralph from Washington. There's a lot of you guys over there in Washington, isn't it? Ralph, Mitch, Andy, Ty Lover. Good morning, Ben. I would say dare to take some time off and reflect. I have done this in the past months, postponed my master's thesis. Wow. Good for you, Anthony. Keith Johnson, good morning from Minnesota. Good evening. Beautiful day. You are a leader of a wolf pack. Thank you, Anthony. A wolf pack hunts together, right? I remember being in Yellowstone at 4 o'clock in the morning, waiting to see the druid pack moving back to their lair or den, whatever you want to call it. And I got a picture of a black wolf in the early morning. The photographer in me was just like super excited. But I've always had an akin to wildlife. I don't know why. I think I'm missing some posts here. Grit and M&M, not sure about Wolfpack. Badgers. What's the ram talking about? Assistity in Belgium. Yes, similar and close to the city called Bruges, the most of you who know. Bruges, yeah. I have a culinary order for tomorrow, 200 egg rolls. Wow. Go, Ben. I have been in Bruges, but not to again. As far as I know, I spent 3 months stationed in, I can't even pronounce that, Mitch, Herenthius. That's a mouthful. Close. Close. I could ask you to say it, Anthony, but I won't be able to hear it. Say, huh? 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 My teeth. Look, in the shadow, they look like black or something. But I'm not moving in the sun. Melbourne. Good morning, Bruce. Bruges, I watched on Travelex. Belgium's pronounce it her infus. But I was corrected by a gentleman while in the jungle raft and okay, looking better. Thank you. So, any birthdays today? My egg rolls are Polynesian style, stuffed with roast pork, cabbage, bok choy, carrot, and mustard greens. I don't want to be rude here, but bok choy and mustard greens. I've served the food and run. Sounds nice though. Are they spicy or not? Egg rolls sound about good right now. Yeah, I think so. I agree. I wouldn't mind going to head to Ketchbury later in the year, road trip and beyond. Nice. So, anybody get married? Any birthdays today? What's happening in the world? Anything to report? I think it's the Queen's birthday in Australia today. The only thing in Thai I can pronounce are thanks to you, Tip. The only things in Thai I can... Good morning, Colleen. How are you doing today? Nice to see you. Nicola Stone, 23, today, South Queens and Ferry, Scotland. She's my cousin. Okay, cool. 23 today. Happy birthday to Nicola. I had some excellent Mexican food yesterday. Went to a graduation celebration. Wow, what a festive event. Sounds nice. I like Mexican food. I like any food like that. It's like clean, lots of veggies, a little bit of vegetable oil, some spices. Nice. Sounds nice. Yep, public holiday here for the Queen's birthday long weekend. Nice, Bruce. So Monday off, is it? Did anyone see my keys? I sold a car and the buyer wants the keys. Oh, come on, Ben. Don't put him in the egg roll. Just getting ready to go to sleep. Okay, thanks for stopping in, Colleen. I hope you're doing well. What's the weather there? I bet it's still a bit chilly there up in Canada, isn't it? Love guacamole. Yep. I went to a Mexican restaurant in America near where I live, run by Mexican people, and very friendly guys. I mean, I went there for years, and they were really nice people, very friendly, and I don't think I had a bad dish. And as soon as you walk in, they don't even talk to you. They just put chips and dip on the table. You can ask, then they'll come and ask for a drink, so you can get stuck in eating as soon as you sit in your chair. Kevin, I follow a guy on YouTube. His tricycling around the world. He's in Thailand now. Have you heard of him? I have not. The JO Nation. He is his channel, Amazing Effect. Oh, JO Nation. Okay. Do me a favor, will you? Because I don't have a pen out here with me. If you can, once this is finished, put it in the comments. I'll look it up and see if I can find where he is. Because it'd be kind of cool to find him on the road. That'd be neat. Yeah, fresh veggies are awesome. Yep. You know, when I was a kid, I guess like any kid, hated vegetables. It wasn't until I was in my 20s that I actually started um, eating vegetables. And nowadays, it's like I can eat vegetables all day and still feel I don't have enough. I don't know why. I wish my Thai girlfriend be happy. Kevin. I wish my Thai girlfriend could be happy. That's a wish, sir. You know something though? In the spiritual journey, you know who's responsible for happiness? You are responsible for yourself. Your girlfriend is responsible for her happiness. I don't need to be rude or nasty, but you are responsible for your happiness. Like I was saying earlier about meditating, where to focus. So if she's not happy in herself, then you just have to decide if she's going to spoil your happiness. I don't want to be nasty or anything, but that's just the way it is. Good morning, Lucas. Hope you're well. That's funny. I was going through a jar of old keys, wondering why I still have them. Oh, what place did you live in the States? I have lived in Rhode Island for a while. I lived in, when I lived in America as a kid, I lived in Boston, Quincy, Massachusetts, which is near Boston, for a couple of years. I lived in Hillsborough, New Jersey, which is a small village. And then when I went back by myself as an adult, I traveled around the country for 16 months and then lived in Oxford, North Carolina for 5 years and then left and come here. I know Rhode Island is nice. You know, Ben, you want to try something silly? Sit down, don't think about the keys, and just ask the question. Just ask it. Can you please show me where my keys are? Don't say nothing, don't think nothing, and just wait and see what happens. Ask for where the keys are, and then go on about your business. Mitch laughing. I only eat vegetables that grow above the ground. Oh, no, Mitch, it is funny. I never lose my keys. I'm thinking the cat might have swatted them somewhere. Under the fridge. I loved them as a kid, and even, wow, Mitch liked vegetables as a kid. Wow, that's really cool. Healthy guy. Okay, will do. I'll send you a link. Thank you so much, Andy. I like, if he's like says where he is, then I can go find him. I am like clockwork when it comes to keys, wallet. I don't put them where I normally do. It's chaos. Yep. I agree. I noticed that most Asians always order a veggie dish, mostly greens, whenever they eat out. Normally if a family goes out, Thai families go out, they'll order like maybe like a fish dish, a pork dish. I mean, I say pork, just pork on a dish, whatever that looks like. Chicken on a dish with some rice and veggies, maybe 2 veggies. And they'll just put it in the center of the table, and then everybody just picks off those plates. You know, and traditionally in the West, you'll get a plate with your food on it and you stick it in front of you, that's yours. Thailand doesn't do that. They sit and they eat together. When did you start eating vegetables? I was in my 20s when I probably started. I mean, I would eat a little bit, but actually starting to eat a lot. Late 20s, and now I was a vegetarian for 4.5 years. I just stopped eating meat. I just went off it. I didn't like it. I didn't eat it. I just ate veggies, and loved every minute of it. There's actually a vegetarian restaurant in the Utia And they have festivals here once a year, a 10-day festival. I forget the name of it now, where they sell veggie food everywhere. And it's amazing how many, it's not just a bowl of vegetables. They make all kinds of different stuff. And it has flavor. A lot of times veggie food is just bland, but not this stuff. It's really nice. Yeah, I like that, Barry. You say, I looked here 10 times and never seen them. I stayed in Providence for 6 months. Went to Boston many times. Loved that city. Yeah, there's a program on YouTube called Providence. There's a judge. People go into the court to see the judge of Providence. Caught in Providence, I think it's called. The judge is really laid back. It's all misdemeanor things, parking tickets, speeding, running a traffic light, silly things like that. And he's not strict. He's quite good. If somebody's like, I went to visit an old guy went to visit his wife in the hospital. No parking. Parked somewhere. Got a ticket. He throws it out. It's amazing. So I don't know. I don't know if I've been to Providence, but there's a program about it. You can't make people happy. Impossible job. And then the most important person to make happy is yourself. Yep. Agree, Tony. I'm not trying to say be selfish or self-centered or anything like that. You can try to help somebody, but if they're constantly moody or mean or negative, then you have to think about your own energy. If your energy's coming down, that's going to affect your mental state and your health. So move. I know this is funny. And poor old Ben is trying to find his keys. Okay, everybody. Where's the keys? So they'll pop out for Ben. Never been to Rhode Island, would like someday. Up in the getting windy now. Do you hear wind in the online? You can hear the wind there, or is it disturbing? Actually, I can't put my camera's on the same side as the microphone, so if I put the cloth on it, you won't see me. I have 11 vacation days off, and the temperature is running 10 to 21 degrees centigrade this week. The splash pads are open, and we're all wearing shorts. Wow, shorts at 21 degrees. If it was, because I get used, I know this is funny, but because I come here and I've been here so long, got used to the heat. If it was 18 degrees, I'd wear a fleece. And I'm not being funny, I'm straight up. 18 degrees, I would be cold, because I got, my body's got used to, 35 and up most days. So, but I used to love the cold. I couldn't do it now. It takes some getting used to again. Shorts at 21, wow. A quick hello from St. Charles. Hey, David. I have to turn in soon. Thanks for all the videos. Thank you so much, David. Very kind. Newport is certainly a good holiday destination. Oh, Anthony, did you study architecture there in Rhode Island? What were you studying then? Where's my sad-looking sugar? She's under the truck sleeping. I fed her early this morning, so she's already gone to bed. I like that. Dogs don't like to look in your eye. Most animals will not look in your eye. Even when they meet each other, there's no eye contact. They know where your body is and they look around, but they won't look at you. And I don't know why, but when she sees herself in my phone here, she looks away instantly. If I do the camera the same way with the screen up, she does the same. If I put the screen down, she's not so bad. I grew up in Massachusetts. Used to clean yachts in Newport after the big regattas. Very cool. Dowell, good morning. Oh, nice money. Kev, what do you hear about the new retirement visa changes? I don't look at it, Jim. You know, hearsay and gossip is the first thing that's going to get you stressed out. You know, I have a friend who has a friend who works in immigration. So Pattaya Radio said something, and I heard about it. Somebody mentioned it to me. So I asked my friend who asked her friend who works in Thai immigration. They said no changes. 2 or 3 things I hear about visas. I ask, and it goes through, and it comes back no change. Nothing's changed yet. So I don't know where all this news keeps coming from, but if you want to get stressed out, that's the way to get stressed. Keep following it. I worry about it when it's time to go get my visa renewed. And I said before, I heard that in the Philippines, you can, if you have $10,000, open a bank account, put the money in. For $360, you get a 10-year visa and multiple entry. You can come and go as you please. You can stay there 10 years. So when I learned that, I thought, hey, I have nothing to worry about anymore. I don't care what happens. I just throw some clothes in a suitcase and disappear. I've got to head out. Our gas bottle has run out. Uh-oh. So have a great, get to the shop and they deliver it. We'll catch up. I'm in the UK. Have a safe trip. Make sure you turn your gas off before you go to the UK. So to Tony and Lisa, hope you have a safe trip to UK and get your bums back when you come back safely. I hope all your connecting flights go well and no stress on the way or way back. 4 or 5 yachts in the week following regatta. Owners would reappear in a week for the crew and off they'd go sail. Cool. And all be safe and have a wonderful, beautiful day. Thank you. All the best, Tony. Sent link on Messenger. Thank you, Andy. Take care. It takes time, I think. The person has to realize that he wants to get better. Yep. Anthony's got some wisdom there. Young wise man, huh? Wind sounds fine. Oh, thank you, Keith. Still not happy. I don't think Nan loved me. That might be the case. Half the world's population is the opposite sex, so easy to find a new one or be alone. Today I found some keys to an old work truck. I phoned my old boss and we will meet up this week to give him. Very cool. I like that. Nice, you can have a good relationship. The last job I had, I worked for somebody. I worked for them for 3 years and they treated me bad. Not the individual. Well, some of the people were not nice, but I didn't care about it. I just kept doing my job. But overall, the company's policy, no pay rise, and they wouldn't give anybody a pay rise, and they always give people a very poor report, so they didn't have to give a pay rise. So at the end of the 3 years, I just walked away. And I didn't leave under a cloud, but the big bosses did not like the idea. I'm trying to put my sound thing out the way. Did not like the idea I left. They were excited when I started, but they didn't. I'm not letting people treat me bad, so I left. Yes, your body adjust to its environment. I have the AC air conditioner on. Come on. At 20 centigrade, AC on. Hey, Colleen. Isn't it? Yeah, you're right though. Your body does adjust. I laugh at myself. In the winter, not so much this last winter, but last year's winter, for about 10 days it was pretty chilly. It would, I think in the night it got to 18. Come out in the morning and had to put a t-shirt on, and one day I had a t-shirt and a fleece for about an hour, believe it or not, for about an hour. I took the fleece off and took the t-shirt off as the day warmed up. I was talking to a friend yesterday, and you know, I put my AC stays on 27 all day, all night, and it keeps the house at a constant 27. And sometimes, you know, when you're starting to get tired, 27 feels cold, believe it or not. But you're right, Colleen, your body gets used to things. It's funny, isn't it? Air conditioner on at 20, but you're used to your body's used to the cold, so. There is only one key, gotta be around here somewhere. Poor old Ben, still looking for that key. I also found master set for a high school. We did a lot of work for it in the past. I will call them tomorrow. Mitch, you guys have got something with keys today. Mitch has got everybody's keys. Mitch, I'm not letting you come to my house to do my AC because you'll steal my keys. Funny. Sugar can't stand looking at her sad self. It's too depressing. They will probably be happy. Yep, sure. I was in Hanoi. Temp was 18 degrees. I was wearing a t-shirt and the locals were saying to me, "Aren't you cold?" Yeah, it's funny, isn't it, how we get used to the temperature. Here, it can be like 25 and people wear a coat. When I first come the first year, the weather was all over the place. I was always hot in the first year. And then in that winter, it was nice. I could wear a t-shirt and not sweat, or a shirt and not sweat. And people were walking around with coats on. I'm like, are you serious? But they, you know, they feel it. What are my plans for the day? Something adventurous. I have a plan. I want to go into town. I got to get some bird food, probably get some lunch. The birds eat me out of house and home. And see if there's anything exciting happening in the world. That's about all my plan is. Feed the birds. Sorry, go get bird food and get some lunch. Where's my drink today? Tea? Want some tea? Have a great day, Kevin. I'm hitting the hay. All the best, Colleen. Good night. Good night over there in Canada. Oh, I had some homework. Homemade poke today from a tuna caught in Westport. Very nice. What is poke? Made with tuna. Nice, man. Might have been one of my buddies caught. You know. Oh. Love veggies. Have a nice steak. I came home one day from work and told my wife at the time, I won't work for a guy that talks to me like that. She asked, what did he say? You're fired. Go, Mitch. Yeah, don't talk to me like that. You're fired. I like that. Hi, Kevin. Jib John. Hi, gang. John. News from New Zealand. Ironic, the key issue. Yeah. I think I'm way behind on my. That's funny. Now look, fruitcake. Did somebody say fruitcake? Last resort, call the locksmith. Yep. Poke pronounced poke. Raw fish cubed with soya, ginger, onion, great stuff. Raw fish. Is that a Japanese dish or something? Chili oil wasabi. Oh my. Chili and wasabi. Chili goes down and wasabi goes up, doesn't it? When you eat wasabi, it goes up into your sinuses. I mean, if you have a cold and eat wasabi, I've never done that, but if you eat wasabi, you can have just a little bit too much, and you'll be just sitting there minding your business, and all of a sudden, woof, it just goes right up, and for me anyway, blows my sinuses out. And chili goes down the other way. So is that a Japanese dish or something? With wasabi and raw fish? Jim says yes, awesome. So I guess that's Japanese then. Poke. I think Hawaiian, but most likely Japanese influence. Yeah, where's Ben, our culinary advisor? He's looking for keys. What's happening in here today? People gone mad. U4 is amazing. Talking about Hawaiian raw fish food, that could be Japanese. The culinary consultant is gone looking for keys. Funny. Who can have depression when you come in here? There's always something to laugh about. Might have spelled it wrong. Okay, Tim, thanks. Wasabi Japanese radish. Yeah, I know, but I've never used to be a sushi man, but there's a restaurant, I forget the name of it now. That one I went to a couple of weeks ago. I think it's quite expensive. It's like 400 baht per person, but you can stay in there an hour and eat as much as you want. I actually like real wasabi one in. I actually had. What's the difference? Is wasabi not green? Nice salmon up your way. Cool. Yeah. So I put wasabi on some of the sushi I had. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Boom! Too much. So you have tax your sinuses. Wasabi is a spice traditionally prepared from a plant from the cabbage family. Its root is used as a spice and has a very strong flavor. Yeah, I like it a lot. It's nice. The stuff we'll get here in the U.S. is actually horseradish. Oh, okay. We think it's wasabi. Okay. Here they have wasabi. It's green. It's a green paste. I don't know if that's real or not, but it's horseradish. When you eat, for me, horseradish is spicy around here somewhere. Wasabi goes up into your sinuses. Good salmon fishing in the high country hydro canals. I was in Alaska once watching them salmon fish. The salmon are going upstream to spawn, and they just pull them out. And what they call it, sockeye salmon, something like that. Green, yes. Yeah, green. Fuji rest. Fuji. Um, I'm not sure. I've been to Fuji a long, long time ago. Interesting, huh? Anything else to talk about today? What's happening? Anybody got anything interesting to say, or are we getting busy, tired over there? I enjoy Fuji. The chain is, yeah, in Thailand. Yeah, you got Fuji. There's many Fuji. I can't remember the one I went to. It's very nice. Lots of good Japanese food in Thailand. Yeah, yeah. Years ago I was kind of bored with food, but then I come here. How'd your keys been? Almost 3 month holiday for the students among us. So, Anthony, are you studying a master's degree now, or are you doing a degree, or what are you doing? I know you were doing architect before, but that's a master's degree, or you finished your degree and you started doing an architect's already, master's. Come on, Anthony. Yes, I should be finishing this year, but I postponed my thesis to next year. Okay, cool. So you're going to do some research, chill out, refocus, work for a company? What's the plan? This year, postponed to next year. Salmon are farmed in the canals and plenty escape into the wild to be caught by fishermen. Wasabi. Hi, Steve-O. This how I believe it's pronounced. Wasabi. Okay. Thank you, Stephen. Steve-O. Good for you. Yes, it was not working the first time ever that I designed didn't work. Yes, it was not working out. First time ever that design didn't work. Oh. Amazing Thai chef at home. Why should I go to a restaurant? Good idea. We'll be refocusing and work on the side projects until October. Oh. To give the chef a break. Good one. Good one. When you watch Thai people cooking, I can appreciate people from the West or outside of Thailand saying, Thai food is great. But when you watch people cooking Thai food, it's not a fancy meal. It's just a normal meal. It's a Thai recipe, but it's just a normal meal. You watch the way they prepare the vegetables, chop everything up really fast in small piles, and then cook it fast, put the sauces, just pile everything in. Thai people don't think, oh, Thai food's the best in the world. It's just a meal. But it's, for us who are not from Thailand, but there's like hundreds of possible meals the way they cook, because, you just add more, take away something. It's amazing. Thanks for the really cool video on Thai building practices, Kevin. You're welcome. I'm going to go back there when they finish. The guy who's building it, he's building it for his sister-in-law. He actually, if I remember right, he's the mayor of that village, but he also has a little shop. And I told him I'm going to come sit in his shop and, have a tea or something with him. He said, come on. Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed. I actually have a friend who knows somebody who has a Thai traditional home building business. That home is a Thai home, but it's not built in the traditional way with a high peaked roof. But they basically build the house out of teak at the shop, take it all apart, and then take it to where they're going to build it and put it up. So I think I have an opportunity to go look at that factory and the processes they use to build it. So I was told about it a couple months ago, and I said I'll go. You know, life gets in the way and I forget, so I need to go look at that. Also New Zealand with Thai food twist. Also New Zealand food with it. Yep. I like Thai food without the spice. Yeah. I mean, I've been in a mall, and an older Thai guy ordered a Thai meal from the food canteen food, but you order it and they cook it for you. It's not just waiting for you. They cook it for you as you ask. And he ordered something, I don't know what it was, but on the outside they have condiments. They have salt, pepper, chili powder, but they also have this like a oily stuff with little tiny chilies cut up tiny. He put so many on there, it actually shocked me. If I tried to eat that, it would be off the chart. And he was like, what? And a lot of Thai people are like that. They just, they eat it since they're a baby, so they just get used to it. Amazing. But obviously we don't have it in our culture, so it's kind of a shock for us. You should look into Outer Barrow if you want to see a good mixture of traditional and modern architecture. Anthony, can you send me that name? Outer Barrow. I'd like to do some research on that. I love architecture, so I'll definitely look at that. He costs an arm and a leg here in Oz. Yep. I don't know where the house that I showed you, they've used a lot of reclaimed wood, but there's also a lot of new stuff in it. They reclaim. Well, no. I'll rephrase that. Some reclaimed wood, but most of it's new. The guy said he bought it over a long period of time. But the people who build the Thai traditional houses, it's actually like more of a big business, and they get their teak, from what I understand, from Burma and Laos. So it does cost a lot, but it's a Thai traditional house. Yeah, it's when I say factory, it's a family factory. It'll have like the family people are in charge of it all. They'll employ people, and they come in and they work the workshop, building, cutting different pieces of wood to make the building, and how it all interlocks. It's still done almost like the Amish do, where it locks and put pins in and things like that. Very nice, but I'll try to see if I can get my bum over there. Yeah, cool on the inside. I think maybe because of the way the roof goes up. I don't know. I guess. They have some cool designs, Anthony. You can see the ground swell, the floorboards. Yeah. On some of them, yep. Yes, I will send you the link. Thank you so much. I'll borrow. Oh, thank you, Mitch. Very cool. Yeah, some of the newer architecture with all glass and stuff, it's okay in countries where it's not so hot. Here you could have glass in the house, but it'd have to face north, because if you had it on the south or anything, you just fry up. Forget it. is similar to the kind of approach to architecture they teach in the US in Ghent. Teach us in Ghent. Okay, cool. Very cool. Thank you, Anthony. Okay, guys, we're up to the hour already. Anything last minute before we say good night? Anything before we say good night? Time flies. Stay healthy, everyone. Thank you, Anthony. Thank you for that information about the architecture also. Very interesting. I'll look at that later on. So I'm going to sign off, guys, and say have a wonder-filled evening. Go to have a good sleep. Safe journey. Find your keys. Eat Thai food. Thanks, everyone. Thanks you, Kevin. Thank you, Mitch. Thank you for the laugh. It was really funny today. You're welcome. You will enjoy the drawings. Thank you so much. So, safe journey. Find keys. Eat food. Be safe. Have a good night's sleep. All the best, guys. Look after yourselves.